Hey, just seeing if I can hear anything. What's going on? Give me a second. I'm just checking something. Making sure my audio's connected. It says I'm live. Testing. All right, I'm good. All right, my name is John LaJoy. Talk about 49ers, San Francisco 49ers. Some people call us the Santa Clara 49ers too. We're going to be talking about the trade that we made. We did two people, one for practice squad and one for active squad. The person that we got for active squad is Chase Young, defense end from the Washington Commanders. Second time we have got a guy from Washington Commanders. Technically, they were the Redskins too, and that's where Trent Williams came from. So we don't do that much business with them that often. We only traded for a third-round pick for Chase Young. So that's good for us. And technically, we do have a comp for it, too, for another third-round pick. Chase Young and Bosa was on the same college football team. So they are both good in each side. So basically, we have a guy on both sides that they both know each other too well, so they know what schemes that they are going to be playing, how they're going to get to the quarterback as quickly as they can, and try to get to the quarterback as quickly as we can, because we have Chase Young on one side, we have Armstead, we have Hargrave, and we have Nick Bosa. And then we have our backups, Colin Farrell, Ryan Gregory, and we have Drake Jackson. All good weapons, all good players to go in and try to get the sacks for our front four. Then we got our linebackers. We all know who our linebackers are. And our secondary, I wouldn't be too worried about our secondary. I did hear in the last couple of days that two of our secondary guys, basic cornerbacks, are coming back. First one we know very well, Sam Womack III will be back soon. And I heard that one off of David Lombardi's station. The other one is our rookie pick, fifth-round pick, number 27, Darrell Latu Jr. will be back soon. And I think we should be receiving back soon Robbie Beal Jr. will be back soon. I know, and we did get some good injury updates. Deebo Samuel will be back after the bye. Trent Williams will be back after the bye. Aaron Banks is out with a toe turf for about 3 to 4 weeks. Greenlaw is basically, he pulled something. He should be ready by next week for that football game anyway. So he will be good to go. I did hear Danny Gregory Gregory should be on back from IR. They still got him listed on IR. And that type of stuff. So, but he was supposed to be back on the Bengals game. That's what it was listed on a few sites that I looked at. So we should be looking better for the Jaguars game. We just have to fine tune everything. And basically coaches need to understand each other. Players need to understand each other. Sometimes having a coach up in the booth where you can't communicate with your team leader except being on the phone. It's not the same with the coach right on the field. Steve Wilkes is not a rah-rah type of guy, but maybe if he was on the field, he will probably do a little bit more better with the weapons that he does have, understand them a little bit more, get to know them, and try to make his team better in that situation and try to make it where they all understand each other. So we got to, right now, it's not worry moment. We have a concern moment right now. We still got plenty of football game left. So we just have to fix our issues. And we all know that we can do that. We know our guys are good, definitely good, especially the amount that we have paid them. We just got to get our pieces in the right spot to do our damage. Now we have to do our last 9 football season games, pull out the victory, and make it to the playoffs, and then make it to the Super Bowl. It's basically one step at a time, and just beat a team, and so on. Just keep on going. Yeah, we got 3 losses underneath our belt, back to back. That does leave a nasty taste in our mouth and that type of stuff, but it's not good. We just have to figure stuff out. Coaches need to understand. And we did. Oh, and I forgot to bring up the other person that we did get on Halloween on the 31st. We did pick up for a practice squad Jesse Davis for a practice lineman. He did come from the Dolphins. He did play for a few other teams, so we did get a veteran. I don't know that much about him. I would have to look that type of stuff up and that type of stuff. Let me see what I can pull up on him right now. Davis. He plays offensive tackle. He's 32. Went to college in Idaho. He's a undrafted player from 2015. He used to play for Seattle Seahawks in 2015. The New York Jets. He played basically one season each. Went to the Jets in 2016, so that was his second year. Then he went to Miami Dolphins from 2016 to 2021. He went to Minnesota Vikings 2022. And then I guess he got traded to the Steelers in 22. And then we got him during the trade for practice squad. He has played 80 games and he has started 72 games. He's from Washington, if you guys like to know that. Ashton, Washington. He's 6'6". Good sized guy. So a good lineman for us to work on and see if we can get him better. So we do have a veteran player. He has played before, and he was undrafted free agent. So that's a good sign for us to look at him now. And he's only 32. So a lineman that we can at least work with as a veteran for practice squad. So looks like we can. So he does play tackle and he does play guard too. So that will help us out too. And the guy that we are going to be having playing guard for next week John, I want to say John F. I don't want to butcher his last name. I know he has been on a few podcasts and that type of stuff. It's just I haven't heard of his name that much, so I ain't going to butcher it. I think it's Felicio or something like that. I'm not 100% sure if I'm saying it correctly. But he is a good player. He has played center, tackle. He has been in the league for a while. He came from the New York Jets. He usually plays center, and he does play guard. And so he can at least play the line in any spot that we need him to play. He's 6'4", 325 pounds. Arms are 32.5 inches. Hands are 9 3/4. So good sized guy for a lineman. I should know I played lineman myself too, so he looks like the type of guy we would want him to play. He's 31 years old, and he has 9 years experience, and he did play for College on Miami, if you guys like to know. But I know that he's pretty good because usually if he's on like an East Coast team, he was on the Raiders too. So he basically returned back on the West Coast because I did see him on a podcast. I can't remember. I know it was, let me see. I know if I recognize the name. I know how to find it because the guy always comes on Facebook all the time. And his stuff is legit. because I know Niner Faithful Radio, that's a good one. That's a good podcast to watch. Corey Davis's podcast is good. Brian Cope's podcast is good. Nano Sickness, no. Nano Beto is another good one. And there's a lot more other guys out there. I'm just doing a shout out to those guys right now. Because I know I catches the Wayne Breezy Show. That's another good one. Where are you, dude? As soon as I remember it, it will pop into my head. Niner Sickness Podcast, Corey Davis Podcast, Brian Cope, Niner Faithful Raider Stadium Radio, David McNiner, East Coast Red and Gold, Tony Copes is another good one, 49er Minded is another one, No Boulder Sports is good, Forever Faithful Podcast, that's another good one. Joe Stevens is another one. 49 First Talk is a good one. Raider Bear is a good one. TED Talk Ball is a good one. And if you want to hear a podcast, what's up, McNiner? You must have just heard me talk about you too, but so we do got guys coming back here soon after the bye. Debo will be coming back. Trent Williams will be coming back. Danny Gray should be back now. A few of our DBs will be coming back. Sam Womack III should be coming back. Darren Lauder will be coming back. Here soon. So we should be getting our good key players back. The only one that we got to wait for now is Aaron Banks. He's out for 3 to 4 weeks. How I feel of having Chase Young on the team? Great. I know the guy is a good player. We do need to worry about his injuries. And I bet David McNiner will say probably the same thing, what I'm saying too. We just got to keep all of our guys healthy, explode off that line, smash mouth football the whole time, beat the offensive guys off that line as fast as we can to get a quarterback sack, put some pressure, give our DBs enough time, play a few newer guys that we have. We got some great rookies out there right now. We just got to see what they can do. I know our linebacker, 2 rookies that we have can do a great job. It's just putting them in at the right key time, right measurement. Jair Brown is good. We just have to use every single weapon that we have to try to make a difference. Try to make the great plays, get our basically our Pro Bowl guys, where we can get them in as weapons, especially on our defense. We have a legit good defense. And these are Pro Bowl caliber guys that we have. Everything. We just got to use them correctly. And I think after this bye, I think we should see a difference in Steve Wilks too. This is his first year still. So first year, coaches are still trying to figure out what to do, how to work their teams. Sometimes you don't see eye to eye. We did come out with 5 victories, and then we lose 3 in a row. Definitely a sour taste in the mouth. Right now, that's where we got to leave it, is in the past. And then we just move forward and try to get the next win. That win tastes better than the loss. It's basically like having a good drink over a nasty drink. And we just got to figure out how to win and that type of stuff, like other sports. Like this year, Texas Rangers won basically the World Series. And seeing that trophy in real life, it's awesome. One of these times I will have that picture because I have seen the trophy basically in front of my face. I had to stop my 14-year-old son of touching it, but it was great for us. He was still little. He was, I think it was the second World Series that the San Francisco Giants did with Bochy of the San Francisco Giants. My flag right here. And I do have another flag right here. And I got one right behind me. Golden State Warriors. The U.S. Marine is for my brother. He served. And he made sergeant. That's why I still have that flag out. He's out of the service now. And that type of stuff. But I still support every single corps that's out there. Marines, I have a little bit of a preference bias because my brother was a Marine. 2 of my cousins are Army. My ex-brother-in-law is Army. And I have friends in the Air Force and friends in the Navy. So I do support the military. Proud of each one of them for doing it. Just I couldn't do it myself because I became a parent. So that's why I do the podcast when my kids are at school, so I can be able to chat with you guys. If there's people that want to ask me a question, and that type of stuff. So, and if people want to do another podcast with me, all they have to do is just message me and I can set up a yard stream with them and that type of stuff. So I do need to go on a few other guys' podcasts here soon, and that type of stuff. But this is definitely fun, definitely a learning experience. Try to get you guys good facts, good information, learning everything quickly. And the other thing is the Steelers beat the Tennessee Titans last night. Great game. Everybody did a good job. There was one person that went to the hospital injured. I haven't heard that much, but I think he had like a pinched nerve or something or it could have been a concussion. It could have been anything, but the guy was sent to the hospital. He did give everybody the thumbs up. Let's wish him the best to get healthy, get healed up, everything. I don't know the guy's name, but it was a Tennessee tight end player that got injured. And let's just keep him in our thoughts and that type of stuff. And let's hope he gets better soon. Because when players get hurt, it's not a good thing. Especially good players, especially their first string players. And let's just, injuries to teams, not fun. And I know I don't like hurting somebody and that type of stuff, but I don't like to see people getting hurt either. Especially football teams and that type of stuff. I don't like seeing my players get hurt, but they still do. It's sports. But sports are fun. Sports are a good way to learn. Still trying to figure out when I'm going to do I think if I do a podcast with my 14-year-old son, it will probably be a pre-recording one. So basically I have a little bit more control of it instead of doing lives. And we will do it like, what does he think? Basically, I will just be asking random questions. And I hope you guys like it. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe so you can see when the next show's coming on. Share it. And I'll see everybody on Tuesday at 10:30. If I'm not on at 10:30, I will make sure it's in the correction on Tuesday. I'll have stats. Niners have a bye, and this week. So next week we'll get more news about the team, and we'll see you guys on Tuesday. All right, 10:30 or 11 on Tuesday. Don't know yet. I will post it on Sunday. All right, everybody have a good time. Bye.